And today, polemic. Yeah, as everybody likes polemic. Like, let's talk about it, let's talk about it. I'm gonna do like a blind test for you with NAM, with capture, and one surprise. So if you like this type of content about captures, tone, how to develop your skills, how to find your perfect tone, subscribe in our channel, like this live, share with your friends to be able to receive the notification of the future lives, okay? So we're gonna use NAM A2, okay? The A2, the new one. We're gonna use capture from Quad Cortex because I have the Quad Cortex unit, and one surprise. First of all, what is exactly NAM? N-A-M. So NAM means Neural Amp Modeler, but no, it's not Quad Cortex. Okay, I know that people are gonna have this confusion. I did this, I was like, what? What Neural did that I don't know yet? So think about like taking a snapshot of an amp at a particular setting, tweak that button, the volume, middle, treble, bass, but not just an EQ snapshot, it's learn the distortion, dynamics, compression, and response of the gear. So the important part, NAM itself is open source. Open source. Listen, because the dream just starts right now. Okay, you are not locked into one company. A NAM file can theoretically go anywhere that supports NAM. So that's come my question of, did NAM just make my Quad Cortex like useless, unnecessary? Let's see this. The question is like, why is everybody suddenly talking about NAM A2? It's because NAM already had the reputation of sounding extremely good. The problem was never really, can NAM sound good? The problem was, how do we get this technology out of the computer and into the normal guitar hardware? That was the thing, because before it was like the plugin of Neural, Amplitude, etc., 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 etc. But now the fact is, how to bring this out of the computer and use this with us in our unit. A2 is potentially solving that, you know, they made it. And then that's why this gets interesting for like Quad Cortex, 𝗏𝗏, 𝗏𝗵𝗏, 𝗙𝗵𝗏, 𝗏𝗏𝗏, and everybody else. Because now you have an open source capture format that hardware companies can support without having to invent their own capture ecosystem. Now comes the question of everyone is talking about like, okay, you talk about this, you said that it's really good, we could extract that from the computer to use any unit. But which hardware actually supports an A2? So this is where it gets crazy. A2 isn't just in a computer plug anymore. We already have actual hardwares running it natively, okay? So some good example that I can mention to you with A2 full high quality implementation are, get ready, Head Rush Prime, Head Rush Core, Head Rush Flex Prime, Dark Glass Dianagram that I mentioned before, the Dime Head NAM player, Sound Labs Stomp Station Pro, and there's so many more. Okay. And now it's time for us to do the blind test. Because after all that I'm talking here for a long time, we cannot make any conclusion if we don't take it and play it. Okay, don't judge it before you have the thing in hands and play it. Because can sound one thing, but the playability can be different. Okay, the response can be different. Now, blind test, all right? Blind test. Let's start with the unit A. Let's compare NAM A2 versus Quad Cortex capture. Blind test, which one sounds better? I did not add the surprised one yet, the device surprised, but I just compared between NAMM and Quad Cortex. Device A and B, we don't know which one is it, but write in the comments which device you think it is, which one is NAMM A2 and which one is Quad Cortex Capture. I'm using a Fender 65 twin reverb, and this is the sound of that. Let's do it again. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. The device A, if you wrote in the comments and if you thought about it, the device A was Quad Cortex Capture. The device B was NAMM A2 captures. Yes. But I'm not gonna play it again. I'm gonna just mix them out and I will add one more thing. Let's compare NAMM A2 versus Quad Cortex Modeler versus Quad Cortex Capture. I'm using Fender 65 twin reverb with the same IR. Let's go. Device letter A. This one was hard. Device letter C. Write in the comments which one is which after this blind test. Which one is which? However, which one sounds better for you? So this, the letter A, was the Quad Cortex modeler. So look at the sound of this. And the device B was the Quad Cortex Capture. And they are so similar, like, come on. And the last one, that one was NAMM. Okay, so let's go with NAMM. So I'm gonna play a bit more for you without changing the tone, okay, the tone button here. Why? Because I could notice the difference between there, really there. We capture, a Neural Capture and the Quad Cortex modeler, they were super close. So when I opened the tone and closed a bit, was enough to go close to them. But now I'm gonna do everything open and check it out the difference between them. I'm not doing anything, 5555, I just did the output a bit more. And look how bright this thing is. So I could not use it this way. I have to close the tone a bit. Let's jump to Quad Cortex. And now I'll show you from here what I did. Same IR, okay? Same IR. Just volume up a bit more because of the volume. Volume is fine. Now we're gonna see what I did here. You see? Nothing of gain, bass, mid, treble, just the volume. To have a bit more of volume. Nothing else. And look at the sound. All the way up and open. So more balanced. In this one I can feel more a presence of an amp. But let's see if the modeler itself is better. So the modeler itself, everything open. a bit more bright than the capture of Quad Cortex. However, it's not bright as here. You see the difference? Going back, and then change to this one, to the mother. So let's do mother of Quad Cortex and then capture of NUM. So felt the difference? Going back, I can feel like the string is being strumming, like, and when I go here, it sounds unbalanced for me. It sounds not cool. But I could like make it sound better that time. When I close a bit more the tone, or actually a bit more, no, I close almost everything. Yes, in this way. So you see now, however, it's all the way closed. But write in the comment, and just in this battle of twin, okay, the Fender Twin 65, which one wins for you? Guys, let's compare NAMM A2 with Quad Cortex, but not the capture, the amp itself. I'm using a 5150, and let's see which one sounds better, but blind test. Device A. Which one is which? Is it device A, Quad Cortex, or NAMM? Or is it device B, Quad Cortex, or NAMM? Write in the comments, I wanna know. Device A was Quad Cortex. For me, it has more bright. And NAMM, it was the device B. Has more body. It's time to say goodbye. It's time to say bye-bye. Say it then, bye-bye. And if you want to play, and if you want to study, you have a course. I'm going to release down the link in the description and also in the chat. We're going to have live all Thursday, okay? Every Thursday, we have lives here. Guys, it was a pleasure to have you all here again. And if one of you would like to dive deep and study a bit more of guitar, feel free to reach out for me and also click in the link in the chat that will drag you just to my website, where we have volumes for 1, 2, 3 beginner, intermediate, and advanced for you to study with me and have a really good routine in these last months of the year for you to be able to achieve your guitar dream. All right. Thank you, guys.